Hey fellow divers, this is Brad from Deco Diving Equipment South Africa, and today we're going to be talking about harnesses. Of course, if you're diving back inflation, you're going to have a wing, an inflatable cell behind you, and attached to that is some form of harness. Now when it comes to these harnesses, the DivePac, which is the soft backpack option from Deco, is what we're going to be covering today. When it comes to back inflation diving, our cylinders need to attach onto our bodies with a wing sandwiched in between. Now the way in which we attach that cylinder to us in terms of the backplate and harness, well, there's two big pools of thought. You have an all-metal plate, which can either be aluminium or in this case stainless steel, or you can move to a soft back plate. Now, that is what our DivePac is today, and I'm going to go through some of the really nice features and benefits of the system. So, looking at the pack itself, first things first, it's called soft back pad or back plate because, well, it's soft. It's totally flexible, very comfortable, it's very light, easy to travel with, it's a great all-rounder. But most importantly, the soft back plate system is a great hybrid between a jacket style BCD or back inflation. And the reason I say that is that these soft backplate systems come with quick release buckles, quick adjust straps, chest straps, everything that a jacket diver will have been accustomed to or used to with their diving setup. So looking at the features of this system, from the front we have fixed shoulder pads. Now they are part of the harness, so we don't take them off, they stay attached, but what we can do is we can adjust the number of or the position of your chest D-rings. Now all the metalware on any Deco product is made out of a 316 stainless steel, which is far superior to a 304 because it can never oxidize, or they never rust, but oxidize and turn a strange sort of gray color. So we have two D-rings as standard on the chest. We have an epaulette to hold your corrugated inflator hose. Now, just by releasing through this tri-glide at the back, you can adjust the height and number, as I said a little bit earlier. It comes standard with a chest strap. Now, this can be adjusted for height, and that is something that jacket style divers in many cases are accustomed to. The shoulder strap is attached onto the waistband, but it's not stitched into place. What we have is a stainless steel metal plate that can literally slide along the waistband. And the benefits of this is that women or men, depending on their chest shape, can shift this attachment point further back or further forward to enhance their comfort. Of course, the other upside is if over years of use, this strap wears through running through the actual buckle, you can replace it. We can actually supply you an entire new unit, which is essentially the male part of the buckle, the webbing, and the actual metal component. You don't throw this BC away, quite simply. Now, the quick release buckles that are located on the chest would attach, release, tighten exactly like you would see on a jacket, which is why I mentioned it's a great hybrid system. The waistband is stitched into a portion, and then the rest is free and movable. We can adjust the position of the hip D-rings. In fact, the upside of having this additional comfort factor is if you're a jacket diver and you like that sort of cozy, cuddled in sort of feeling, that certainly is what this element of the BC does for you. It ties along the front with a 316 stainless steel waist buckle, and it comes standard with a crotch strap. Now, this is a standard 2-inch crotch strap, which comes with a neoprene protective strip over it, so it doesn't cause chafing of your wetsuit and or dry suit. Now, if you choose, you can replace this. Because we build these systems, well, customize all you need. We can have standard, quick release. We can have the narrow 1-inch crotch strap, standard or quick release, your choice. The point is, you can customize this system pretty much to how you want. Further on the front, I must point out, we have a pad that fits on the back of the system. Now the purpose of this pad is not just because it looks really cool, but it adds extra comfort. If you're diving tropical waters, maybe even a rash vest, super comfy, it molds to the back of the diver and fits you like a glove. Another reason why it's here is that, is that this high density foam with a mesh drainage backing actually covers these eyelets that sit along the back of the backplate. And essentially what this is for is that this system can also work on a twin set, where we bolt the system onto the plate with a wing in between. Now, you need to perhaps adjust the height of the twin set along your back, and therefore we have a range of adjustment settings. If you're diving a single cylinder, well, that's a moot point. You don't need it, and we can close this thing right back up. On the back of the DivePac, we have an extremely durable Kevlar material, so limits the chance that this could tear, fray over time, and really does promise to give you years of quality diving experiences. On the back, you can see, or on the sides, we've also retained some of the metal D-rings, and the purpose of these is to attach SMB pouches. If you're diving a dry suit, you can attach your argon bottle onto these. So lots of accessory points still available on the BC system. The cylinder cam bands, which come standard with the DivePac, are built in such a way that they have a built-in flap which fits over the webbing, so that once you've put the system onto the BCD, it doesn't swing around, end up with a buckle on the other side. So this helps retain the straps in position as well. These are Delrin standard cylinder bands, and it does come with a friction pad as well to keep the system tightly attached onto the cylinder. These are of course replaceable if you should happen to break one or they wear, etc. It's available, and these accessories are just at your dive shop. Ask them for a Deco DivePac webbing system. You can buy one, you can buy two. We don't force you to buy pairs or sets. And then finally on the back of the system, we have a nice carry handle. I would not recommend you try and carry a twin set with these handles, but certainly a single cylinder system, absolutely no problem. So we're not having to grab the cylinder pillar valve in order to pull it out the water. It's supported with the handle. Now, what about accessories for the system? Well, there are some people who choose not to dive a weight belt, and for that we have a solution. We have integrated weight pockets. Now these carry 7 kilos, and essentially what they do with a quick release, open the system and the pocket comes out. We'll do another video on exactly how to fit these and how to use them properly, but suffice it to say, weight integration is entirely possible on the system should you choose. The second form of weighter, let's call it trim weighting, is on the back cams. If you're needing just a little bit of extra weight to help you with your trim, the good news is we also make trim pockets. Now these can take 2.5 kilos each. I'll go into another in-depth video on our trim pocket systems, but effectively this is a Kevlar ballistic nylon which you fit your pockets, your weights into, Velcro them so that they sit tight, clip it closed, and you're good to go. Now, where do you put them? They have a webbing strip at the back through which you can pass the cam band. So they would essentially mount onto the cam system like such, and in doing so, adding weight higher up on the diver, you can move that center of gravity slightly forward to get that perfect trim that we're all dying to achieve with diving. Oh, and by the way, they come in a ton of colors, which is pretty cool if you want to personalize your equipment. We've got yellow, we've got purple, we've got orange, we've got, of course, black, and a nice way to make your set stand out on the boat, which is excellent. Outside of that, the DivePac system is ready to dive as is. Of course, you need to select a wing. We'll do a wing video. And again, in terms of the best type of divers it's suited for, quite frankly, anyone. From sport divers, newbie entrants, to full twin set technical diving, the DivePac does the job. Just to remind us though, if you are going to go with a twin set configuration using the DivePac, you do need to buy extra stabilizing plates. They sit behind the back DivePac system and between the cylinder, and they just give the entire system a little bit more support and rigidity, given that it is a soft backpack. So there you have it, the Deco DivePac, They come in 5 different sizes, small to double extra large. And of course, that sizing is selected based on your weight, your height, your waist size, and of course, chest. So endless opportunities to fit pretty much any size diver with a cool system that is extremely rugged, will last you many, many, many years. And the best part is if you do have wear and tear on certain elements of the system, we can replace it. So being the manufacturer, being the designer, and being avid supporters of this particular system for its comfort, that is the DivePac. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for follow-up videos. We're going to be talking about metal backplates, different harness options. We'll do pretty much everything in the Deco line. So I hope you enjoyed that. Stay well, dive safely, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.